Hi guys, today we do another project pan and let's literally just get right started. So first with the empties actually. I finished up the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Foundation. That was actually a mix of the Bare Minerals foundation, and I also mixed in this one, the number 7 Airbrush Away Foundation. But actually, sorry for the coloring on my hands, by the way. That's when you do arts and crafts with the kids. But yeah, so I finished this one up, and I also used the dough a little bit as body makeup on my legs when we had like some hot days. That's why I used it up a little bit quicker than I would usually do, I guess. But it wasn't the perfect color match for me, so it makes sense for me to use it up in any way possible to just make sure I use it up. And so that's gone. I wouldn't repurchase it, by the way. I also used up the Mina fixing spray, or the fixing spray. We were last time already down here, so it was clear I would use that one up. This is also spray. I don't like the mister on that one, so I wouldn't repurchase it. So that would be a no from me. And I also used up a lip balm. Well, not really lip. Actually, it's kind of lip balm. The Nude Astral Lip Fetish Lip Balm from Pat McGrath. I even digged in a little bit. It's a nice lip balm, but it's a bit too shiny pink icy to me, a little bit like too 90s lip, so I wouldn't repurchase this one either. But I must say the lip balms itself from Pat McGrath, they're actually quite nice. So when they're really cheap on offer, I would reconsider purchasing them, although I have a lot at the moment. I have way too many lip products, but I enjoyed using this one. Then also the Benefit Gimme Brow. This one was like a sample size. It's now dried out. I actually quite enjoyed this one, and I think if I would see it on offer, I would actually consider repurchasing it. It's nice, but yeah, it's dried out now. And by the way, focus. And yeah, it's just quite expensive. So I think the only way I would actually repurchase it or getting it, either if it's a sample again on a magazine, or if it's really on a good offer, then I would consider purchasing it. And then this one was also foundation. This one was the leftover from the I actually have another one of these. It was from the Burberry stick foundation. So I finished the stick foundation. This is the Fresh Glow Stick Foundation. I finished one of these up last time, but what I actually did is I digged in, and there was so much product left in, so I used all the product and smooshed it in here. And it's really weird, like there are these lumps now when I use it up, and I must say, smooshing it in here, I got at least 2 more weeks of use out of it. But also it's not good for this stick foundation to be actually in a compact then, because it dries out so quickly, and I think this is why I had these lumps, and this is why I now stopped it and didn't really completely emptied it up. But that's actually sometimes good when you have like a good compact left over. This one was like an Eve Lom compact. It's now breaking though here on the back, so this now goes all completely in the bin. So those are all my empties. Now, products I used. It's an interesting one. So I don't really use a fixed face powder at the moment. I use lots of different powders, but I realized now I really need to focus on this one, or I really want to focus on this one. This is from Bare Minerals, the Invisible Light Duo in Matte and Glow Brilliant. So I had them in my project pan for ages, and it's in my daily makeup basket, but I don't use it enough. But I really need to now crack on, because we're so low now on it. It's like there were domed powders in here. They're like the baked formula, and as you can see, it's really flat now. So this is the shiny side, this is the matte side. It's literally just like these white powders, so just to mattify your face, and this one with a bit of glow in there. But I really want to focus on these ones now, to just finishing them up before the end of the year. So that's what I will do. And then I also started to use this one. This is the Dandelion Powder from Benefit. They call it like brightening face powder. I thought in the past, because it looks so much like a blush, that it would be a blush, but I did use it as a face powder, and it does work as a face powder. And I started using it, and after like, I used it for a week, like literally every single day, I suddenly hit pan, and then the pan just got huge. So this is literally just this month's usage I did on it. So I took it actually out of the box, because that box is just so annoying for my big powder brush. You can see I ripped it out, because this box is just annoying, and I will also chuck that box. But yeah, so actually I might not chuck the box, I might put it aside, so when this is finished I put it back in, so I can put it in my empties. But I thought I would definitely focus on this one as well this month, together with this one, because this is can have quite a wide cast. So these two I really want to focus on now. Then the other powders I'm using a lot is, this is from Makeup Geek. This is Sun-Kissed Bronzer, Bliss Blush, and Psychedelic Duochrome Highlighter. I really like the bronzer, it's quite nice. The blush I'm not the biggest fan of. The highlighter is really nice in summer, and actually, highlighter wise, I don't know if you can see, this is a really big dip in the pan. Blush, good usage. Bronzer, also good dip, but not as good as the highlighter. So I'm not the biggest fan of the highlighter, but in summertime it looks quite nice. It has like a golden undertone, which is much better for summer skin, I guess. I don't know if you actually can see that. It's quite golden on the skin, quite warm. The blush, I don't know, it's the only blush I have in my collection which looks a bit like this, so I'm kind of still using it. Bronzer I definitely like. So I think what I will do is I will plotter on with this until I probably finished the bronzer, but I would not keep the blush. Once one of these products is empty, I will chuck it, but I will go on with it for now. I want to at least hit pan on the highlighter, and I kind of want to use up the bronzer. Worst case, if I hit pan on this and I'm too annoyed by this, I might just depot this bronzer to use it up and put it in a magnetic palette. Because I used this quite a lot, I didn't use this one a lot. My Laura Geller highlighter, this one is Peach Glow. This is one of their baked gelato swirl illuminators. I love this one. So, I mean, it's definitely quite low. You can see massive pan in it already, and I think if I would really use it, I probably could use it up in like a month or two. But I love this one, so I leave it in my project pan, and on days I really don't want to use this highlighter, I just go back to this one. Then mascara still going strong. It's the iconic London one, and I also added this month in my project pan an eyeliner and an eyebrow pencil. And I made a mistake because I started to use it like in my second week of the month, when the Benefit brow was literally really dried up, and I didn't mark the eyebrow pencil. So I marked it now though. So we are literally, there's not much left. This is left. It's a really skinny one, by the way. It's an Aldi one, and I really like it. It's quite good, but super duper skinny. So I think, there we go. So this is literally all that's left. Focus. No. Focus. That's actually all that's left. So I think I might be actually even able to use that up in 1 month, but we will see, we will see. And the eyeliner I did use before a couple of times, so it's not like a brand new product, but I measured it. It's again one from Aldi. It's like a gel eyeliner, and I like it. And this is where we're now. So I will continue using that one now. And then I do like the LOV shadow stick. This is just lovely shadow stick. I do find though, it's a very, you can use it by itself as a really subtle, like it looks quite in your face when I swatch it, but when you have it on your eyes, it's fairly subtle, but still nice. It's really nice. But what I sometimes actually do is I use it as an eyeshadow primer. So this one, focus, oh, not good at focusing. I measured again as well. So we're good, back to the good old paper. So these are my 3 stick products I now have in the project pan, and I'm using them. Now, I thought I might show actually something completely different before I show you the products I will add in my project pan. I also hit pan on my Charlotte Tilbury quad. This is the luxury palette of Pops. It was like a Christmas one 2-3 years ago. And it's the second time I hit pan on it, because I hit pan on the shade before, then I repressed everything, and now I hit pan again. I don't know if you can see, there's actually quite a big pan there. This is the pan. And I think I'm really close to hit pan on this one as well. So this one, it's just such a bad quality. I'm glad that I repressed it. It's much easier to use now. But I think when this and this shade is empty, because they're the only 2 I really, really like. This one is not too bad either. But I'm happy to empty these 2, and then I chuck the palette, because it's nice, but it's not that nice. But these 2 shades I really like, so I will use them. Then products I'm actually adding in my project pan, a new spray, because we finished up the other one. So I actually started using this one a week ago. So this is from La Cura, the makeup setting spray. And we are down here. This is actually really tricky to measure, by the way. I had to unscrew it on top. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it because of the spritzer. Like it's just so wet in your face when you spray it in your face. It's not a good mister, I'm afraid. But I will use it up. So there we go, we focus on that one. Then I'm a little bit back into primers, but what I'm doing is I mix this one and this one. So this Estee Lauder one, the Illuminator, is quite a white pearly primer. There we go. And this one from Glossier, the Future Dew one, I tried it by itself on my face and it just doesn't look good. It literally doesn't look good. It's too dark and orangey for me, even though it doesn't look like it when I put it on my skin. But when I put it on my face is a bit paler as my hands, of course, it just looks really bad. So what I do every morning, I do one full pump of this and a little bit of the Estee Lauder, and I mix it up and I use it as a primer on my face, and I do enjoy it like that. So I will continue doing it because that's a good way for me to actually use up the products. I had this one on my project pan before, but then I kind of stopped using it. And now in autumn time, I'm also more inclined anyway to use primers, because in summer I don't like it. It's just too hot, too sweaty. I don't want too many layers on my face. I prefer skincare layers then instead of stuff like this. So last time I marked it, we were up there. Now we are here. So this is now where it's marked, and same with the Future Dew. It was up here when I started using it. So I started using them roughly 3 weeks ago, and they were both up here. So not halfway, a little bit into the month. And this is what I roughly used in 3 weeks. So if we consider going like this, I might have 2 more months of usage of these products, but we will see. I will do my best to use them. And there we go. Then I will also focus a bit more on this foundation now again. I used this one before. I was up here, now I'm down here, and I marked it. So I will focus on this one. I really like this foundation though, but I think it will be a bit too dark for me into winter time. So I will try to use it up as soon as possible before my pale winter skin comes through. So this is literally my daily makeup basket at the moment. And eyeshadow palettes, I just rotate around what I like. But yeah, that's it for me today, and I see you next time. Bye!